Perfect Meals Chef video series, where today we're going to make adobe chicken. This is pretty easy and it's all made in a clay pot. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to start by adding about a good tablespoon of vegetable oil into our clay pot. To that we're going to take good healthy tablespoon of fresh ginger. And if you have fresh garlic, you can do it. Otherwise, I am going to use a good tablespoon. We're going to put this down to a very medium heat once we get our pan done. And we're going to saute this till it's about golden. And it goes pretty dang quick. So I'm just going to turn it off until I'm ready. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to take chicken legs. We're going to cut each one into 3 separate pieces with a cleaver. And we'll be ready to add this right to the mix in a little bit. Okay, we are going to now add our chicken. And what you're going to want to make sure that you have is a big cleaver like this, so it makes it very easy to chop these chicken legs into 3/4 sections. So we're going to get this thing going, and then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients to make our sauce. Alright, to our dish we are going to add about 1/2 cup of rice vinegar. To this we are going to add about 1/4 cup of a light soy sauce. To this we're going to add about 4 sliced scallions, and we're going to kind of slice it lengthwise for more flavor. We're going to add that to our dish. And we're going to take some black pepper, sprinkle it lightly. If you have a couple whole black peppercorns, which you can do just for a little added flavor, I'm going to take them right out of the top of this instrument. I'm going to sprinkle just a couple of the whole ones in there for flavor. And then we're going to let it cook. We'll let it simmer for about a half an hour. And about halfway through we're going to put 2 bay leaves in there, but we'll pull those out for not too long for the flavor. So we're going to cover it up. We're going to let it cook for about half an hour. We'll be back. Alright, we've let it cook a little bit. We're going to add about 1/2 cup of water. 1/2 cup to 1/4 cup. We're going to add our 2 little bay leaves. We're going to mix it up so that it's well flavored, so the chicken gets coated. And I think this dish becomes better. I've made it a couple times. If about every 15 minutes, every 10 minutes, every time you're in the kitchen, stir it up around like this and get that sauce to marinate that chicken and get that flavor in it. This is going to be a wonderful dish. Alright, we can see how we've been cooking it now, and it's boiling up really nicely. And I'm going to stir it and just kind of spin it. You can see how the meat is starting to come off the bones. When this dish is done, this meat will fall off the bone. It's just wonderful. We're about 15 to 20 minutes into this. I've kind of stirred it up about twice. Right now is a good time to put on some jasmine rice, because this dish goes great with rice. So we're going to cover it back up, and we'll be back with our final dish in just a bit. Alright, you want to just make sure that you don't run out of water. I had to add a little bit of water in it just before the end, so you don't want it to burn. So just keep the thing. The chicken is pretty much done. It's kind of falling off the bone. We're going to move our bay leaves that we put in, and we're going to serve it with the rice. So we'll be back with the final dish.